Carly, thank you so much for chatting with me. I really appreciate it.
For
The
having
a- Anytime, the film is wonderful. It is such a wonderful piece. I think it's such a heartwarming and challenging film in so many different ways.
you.
I was wondering, from your perspective, what made you want to tell the story of See a Sunrise?
When our producer gave me the book, it was, what do you think of this? I just got the rights to it. So I read the book with an eye towards it being a film, and I don't think I couldn't unknow that information because while I was reading it, I was just visualizing the movie I would make. And it was, I definitely wanted to make that movie as soon as I finished the book and wanted to tell Thea's story. I thought it was just such an awesome way to tell a coming of age tale set against such a unique backdrop that, yeah, it was one of those things that I couldn't stop thinking about.
I can understand why. um, this is such an incredible film, and like I said, carries so much in terms of relationships and wrestling with our families and our past and our future, if you will, holding them in tension. Um, I was just wondering, from your perspective, well, actually, not from your perspective. I was wondering if first of all, if Sia has seen the film and what she felt and what her reaction was.
Sia has seen the film. She was with us when it premiered at TIFF last September, and she really loved it. And I don't know if she thought she was going to love it. I think that's what she said, and she really did. And she was so supportive the whole way through, gave us so much creative license. She just really trusted us, which was such a wonderful experience to have. And I would imagine an unusual experience, someone's life's being made into a movie, and she's just like, you guys do your thing. And she really liked the movie, so that was great.
That's phenomenal because there must be such a heightened level of trust when someone has offered their story to you, to tell it and bring it to life. Um,
Yeah, yeah. And I felt like a kinship with her when I was reading it. Obviously, I didn't grow up off the grid or I didn't have upbringing like hers by any means. But one thing that really connected me to her story was the music. She
mm.
wrote a lot of music into the book, and that is the music that my parents brought me up on. So I was very much reminded of my own childhood while reading North of Normal, even though it was looked very different than hers did.
I want to talk about the film a little bit here because there's so many wonderful things going on. And certainly one of the things is this tension between running away and running towards. And I was wondering what that means to you and how that relates to the film.
I think that most people reach a point in their adolescence or young adulthood where they want to run away from the life they know to kind of find themselves. And what they're running towards can be anything, but I guess the theme is universal because whether you're running away from a counterculture, hippie commune towards a life on the runways of Paris, or like in my personal life, like trying to find my running away a life, a conventional life to live a creative one, whether it's physically running away or emotionally running away. I think everyone can relate to that feeling.
Which begs the question of this too. I was wondering, certainly the concept of home is a big thing in this film, especially for Sia. Um, but I'm wondering, what do you think that means? What do you think it means to have a home? What makes something home?
That's a good question. I think it's a place you feel safe to be yourself, and a place that you feel loved and safe, I would describe as home.
I mean, and this is the thing because in this film, home's always moving.
Yeah,
quite literally, actually. But that
yeah,
relationship with her mother is raw with tension, but is, this is home for her.
yes, exactly. Like her home is with her mom because she feels love and she feels safe, but her coming of age realization is that her home is actually not safe, and the love that she feels is comes with a high price. So she has to kind of find her own home. But I think the maybe like your home from your childhood will always remain in you, whether it was truly safe and loving or not. No matter what, that sense of home will probably always be in you.
Absolutely. Um, which, perhaps this is a question that's unanswerable, so forgive me if that's the case. Feel free to say no. But I've just wondered, do you think that Sarah's character, who I love, the whole cast is wonderful, but I love Sarah. I think she's remarkable in everything she does. And in this film, she's such a fascinating balance. I'm just wondering if you believe, or if you think that in this film, I mean, obviously you weren't there for the real experience, that her character is a toxic influence, or does the love that she has for her kids cancel that out?
Yeah, that's the question I wanted to play with through the whole movie. And I was very much drawn to this story because of the character that Sarah plays, Michelle, and how she is so lovable and intoxicating that you want to forgive her flaws almost.
Yeah.
And I think that I wanted the audience to fall in love with Michelle the way I kind of did as a reader, only to be torn when they learn the truth about uh, things that have happened. And I, I firstly, I forgot the question that you asked, how we started this, but I had an answer. What was the
I
question?
was asking if you think that she's a toxic influence or whether that
Opulence,
is
right?
canceled
So
out. But your
yeah, I
answer,
don't think it's a clear answer. I think that uh, one of the inscriptions I think in the book is Zia says, "My mother was a terrible mother. I miss her every day."
hmm,
And I think that's a perfect way of describing her motherhood. And I think it has very toxic elements, but I think there's some room for forgiveness. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really have a full clear answer. I think it's both sides.
I think that's absolutely fair and certainly comes across in the film. Um, Carly, I know we're running out of time. The film is great. I'm just wondering what you hope people take away from North of Normal.
I hope people care about this family and forgive maybe the flaws of their own families. And also, I love seeing motherhood up on screen
Yeah.
and its different shades of complexity. So that's what really excites me about this movie.
Uh, I absolutely love that and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. The film is wonderful. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Absolutely. Thanks.